Hello everyone and welcome back to the Outro Scale Willow Creek Industrial Spur for the January 2026 layout update. As we are sitting here now, we are moving on with the corn syrup transfer facility and a little sort of distribution warehouse to the left there. So there's going to be a lot of kit bashing, a lot of sort of scratch building, kit modification. I suppose it's kit bashing in that, but just to fit it into the area. So it's going to turn out quite good, hopefully. I plan on this area here having another section of 2mm ply here, so the trucks can back into there. On top of this ply, I'm going to put the foam I use for the roads on top of it. So it's that stuff you can just emboss and stuff I've used before in that sort of area, just to give it sort of like the concrete and asphalt look. So that should turn out quite good, but we'll see how we get on with that. So like I said, that's going to be a big project. I've still got to paint the back scenes, paint that black, but I've always wanted to have a bit of sort of street running from there along to just in front of the camera here. So that's a big area that I've been working on. I have managed to acquire over the Christmas break some more containers and trucks. So we've got some 40-foot containers there and all various containers and bits and pieces. So that's another thing that I'm going to be utilising in that corn syrup area that we were looking at before. So that's quite good. So I'm managing to get a few good deals on these containers, so long may it last. Now we're over here at the workbench for the construction of the actual corn syrup building. So it's as you probably already guessed, it's a Walthers building that I've been just working my way along, putting all together. Now I have been a bit pedantic and I've gone through and I've filled in all the ejector holes. You may see them on that side there. Fill them up and sand them all smooth. That did take quite a bit of time, but all I do is I fill them up with CA glue and then wait for that to dry, then go over the top with some Tamiya putty, and it makes them nice and smooth. Seeing the roof is going to be taken on and off, so I want it to be nice and neat in there. Have got a bit of masking tape around the outside, purely for when I paint it. We have got the bits and pieces over there for the it's not all glued yet. I like making things as sub-assemblies and then just painting it and then sticking it into the model instead of trying to do it all at once and mask up 50,000 bits. So that's what that is there. So it's a nice little kit, pretty fiddly. I've still got to do all the tanks and all the pipe work and things like that. So that's coming along all right. Another thing I did was tidied up my little workspace here. Just made little things a little bit more user-friendly. I'm looking at getting sort of like a better chair to do my stuff, so I need a bit more space. So that's that. We'll shoot back up here again. As for operating the layout, I can't remember the last time I operated it. Might have been around Christmas time, I think, maybe. But I haven't operated in a while because I tend to really like doing the structures and the bits and pieces, especially in summertime over here. Gets a bit uncomfortable in this room with that aircon on. So everything else is just still the same. Nothing has changed throughout the whole layout. You guys would have seen this all before. And and it gets down to that big jumbled up mess of parts and bits and pieces to fit in there. So you sort of get an idea of what I'm sort of trying to achieve there. When it comes to this back set here, whether I use a few more parts of the Walthers kit that I've got for that, the Lakeville warehouse along the back seat, I'm yet to be decided, but I reckon that's going to look quite cool over in that area there. And goes over to Lorna Foods over there, and the transload and the bits and bobs, and of course the extension piece that fits on the end of Scott Street yard. You've got where the Flowmore, that's what it was, Flowmore sand and gravel sits on there, so that's the clip-on section there. So, but hey, And as of this video going out, or as me recording this video, I've just clicked over 500 subscribers. So that's quite an achievement. So I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time into your day to watch the videos and share them and like them and see what I'm up to. It's really quite it's really quite well, humbling, I suppose, to see that some people want to watch what I construct in bits and pieces. So thanks, you guys and girls, and we'll carry on, and I'll like I said, we'll just take it nice and slow and get this area set up nicely. Another thing before I leave is this has got a bit of a bow in it. What I'm planning on doing is drilling a couple of a hole there and a hole in the far away tank, and actually making a bolt or a nut holder that'll sit in there, so I can thread the nut up from the bottom and go, thread the bolt up from the, I should know this, thread the bolt up from the bottom into the nut to hold it down, so I can move it whenever I need to. But I'll do a little video on how I make those. Very, very similar to how I attached that building to the back seam there. So anyway, I'll chuck this video up, and like I said, thanks everyone, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.